All right. Blind Iron Mines. This is a cool little spot, though. Look at this. I'm into that. That's a fun. That's a fun. I wonder if you can swim in it. I bet you can't. I bet it's like invisible walled. I don't know what you can catch here. A lamp Marimo. Okay. Now this one, I've been kind of excited for because I knew there's lots of lamp marinos. One of the holes was going to have lamp marino. They're just so common. There's so many different places that have lamp marino. That's what I've learned about this, is that the actual like rarity of the catch is not the thing that's the deciding factor. It's how many fishing spots have that fish. That's the really deciding factor of what makes something really rare for this one. Lamp Marimo.
Lamp Marimo. A rare type of luminescent moss found on the bottom of lakes and in caves. Slight currents cause the moss to form into a ball as it grows. They are often shunned by uneducated small folk who believe them to be water-breathing will-o'-the-wisps.
Aw, that's cute. Awesome. So that's the thing. This one is definitively a water grass, which is awesome, right? I don't need to stretch to make it a water grass. It is a water grass. Beautiful. Now, it is also just like a plant, which is like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's not really... Yeah, I mean, I've been given all the clams faces, so I can't feel that weird about it, but yeah. Ah. Welcome back, Gabe. Welcome back. I'm very happy with that face. That face is just adorable. Alright, Lamp Marimo. Now, what do we know about the Lamp Marimo? Well, it's a ball of moss, and it glows. Maybe I can save myself some time by doing this one quickly. Wouldn't that be nice? Stop it. Stop trying to get a perfect circle here. Come on. Let's start by coloring it. Maybe I'll add in the... I'll do the color first, and then maybe I'll add a face on. I've been enjoying this style of coloring. It's pretty cool. Not something I've really done a lot of. Very good. Let's do this color another time, because I think it's appropriate. Appropriate color. Very nice. And then maybe a little bit of like... something like that. And then of course we'll do some more of that, like throughout here. Cool. And then we just need to add in a face. Yeah, I don't know. If this was like an inanimate object style Pokemon, it'd probably have like a face made out of like stuff, right? It would be like... I love this. This is great. Good job, me. Because generally plant Pokemon are like, they're sentient plants. Which, like, this is not. This is just actually a plant that you fished up out of the water. To be fair, the fish are also not sentient, so maybe that's not a fair comparison. They are both alive, so... Why am I more willing to call one appropriate but not the other? I don't know. I don't know. And then we will add this color. Extend here. It will extend around here. And, yeah, let's just straight up, remove that. No, let's not just straight up remove that. I changed my mind immediately. Like, the top part has that on it too, so why wouldn't this part? Yeah, I've decided. I've made my decision, and it is a decision. Very good. And now we want a little bit of dark. Same idea. I don't know how that's gonna work. Things like this are weird, where it's got like internal shadows, you know? Like, how does that work? I don't know. I don't know how things like that work. I do think it would be nice to do a little bit of shading on this like face though. This Lamp Marino is so funny. Does anybody have a name for this Lamp Marino? It is... I made it into an old person for some reason. I don't know why I did that. But I do feel like that's what I did. Apparently. There they are. They're lovely. We are going to add one more layer for white though, as per usual. That just cause, just for consistency. I don't know if it needs it, honestly. It's got a lot of white going on in here. In the design already. But that's what we're gonna do. Just a little bit here. Oh, that's needs to be underneath that. Oh, what the heck happened here? Where's the mouth? Oh, why did I put it down there? That's a weird layer choice, but... I'm just gonna move it up to the top. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Beautiful. This is our Lamp Marimo. Maybe they are, Miriam? Miriam the Lamp Marino? Marimo? I don't know how you pronounce it. Such a silly drawing. Why did I draw this? Yep, that's what I drew. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, they disappeared for the green, the chroma key. It looks pretty cool, though, huh? Wow. Yeah, that's a cool looking chroma key. It's not... I'll show you what they look like now, but that is interesting. There they are. Oh, I really like that effect where it's like all transparent though. It's cool. Where do I put you? Maybe here? I think there, yeah. We'll just move you down. These do not indicate order whatsoever. It's very important to be aware of. Absolutely no order. Yeah, I figured there might be some chroma key stuff going on. Yes, there was. I think I need to move my Lavender Remora, actually. Move you above the Princess Trout, and then move you down here. There we go. That looks good. So if there's no names, I'm going to go with Miriam, because that's funny to me. The question, I guess the real question that I didn't consider is, should they join the team? They are water grass. I don't know if that's good or not, but it is a unique typing, if nothing else. So, they could be. They could be. We do still have a pure water type on the team. So they could go. They could go on the team. I don't know. I'll leave them off for now unless someone gets vocal about it. And this is, let us write this down, Lamp Marimo. I'm calling them Miriam. And they are, how big is this ball of moss? It's 9.5 ilms. Not too shabby. 9.5 ilms. And they are water/grass. Our first water grass, because if you don't recall, the Leafy Sea Dragon was ruled not grass. By me, personally. I ruled that. As such, we're moving on to the next North Lower Lenosha fishing spot, which is a distinction that I have made. It's not actually distinct in the game at all, in case anyone's wondering. And that would be over there. We can actually see it on my map. I've already been there, it seems. If I can figure out how to get out of this... Oh, there it is. Well, it's an exit. Not the exit we really want to be going to, but, you know, it'll do. It's legitimately so nice of the game. It's like one of the nicest things the game has done. Is letting you fly before reaching Heavensward in the A Realm Reborn areas after beating A Realm Reborn. I didn't even have to beat the post-game, the A Realm Reborn post-game, to do it. I was flying around long before I ever reached Heavensward. Alright, we're at Cedarwood. Here we are. Decently long wait. There might be something interesting at the end of this line. Okay, it's just a one. If it's large, I might be able to mooch here. That could be fun. Another Leafy Sea Dragon. Interesting, but it is a dupe's clause. Try again. To remind anyone who is not following along, we do have dupe's clause in effect, but we cannot fish more than 5 times at a hole. So, you know. Murthor Goby, but it's large. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, when you're mooching, dupe's clause does not affect, doesn't come into effect. I mean, it does if you end up mooching the same thing you've mooched in the past, but I am allowed to mooch off the Merthor Goby, even though we caught a Merthor Goby. This is a separate fish. It's the final fish in the mooch chain. That is the catch. That is the encounter. If it's another Ogre Barracuda. A blue octopus. Not too shabby. Alright. A classic. There are so many blue octopods around. You've got your blue octopus in lower. I think you got blue octopus in the lower docks and the upper decks. If I'm not mistaken. So that's fun. Let's see the description. The full description of the blue octopus. Oh, this is where Sildra is. Yeah. Oh, well.
Blue octopus. The somber blue tone of its skin does not indicate that this variety of octopus is any more docile than its crimson cousins. It is a crafty hunter which lurks in the shadows, snatching unwary prey and strangling it with its powerful 8 arms before shredding it with its razor-sharp beak.
Wow. Okay. There's a lot to unpack there. Is it dark type? Is it maybe fighting type? Is it flying? It's not flying. I don't care. Maybe we'll give it like a drill peck or something, but it's not actually going to be a flying type. That's going to be an off-type move. But it would probably still know some flying type moves just because of the way that Pokemon works. Yeah. Yeah, that seems likely. Is it just pure water though? It's a blue octopus. It's a big, strong blue octopus, but I don't know if that inherently makes it dark. Although I think I've maybe called fish dark for less. So debatable. Debatable. Let's see. Blue octopus. It's a blue octopus, right? Big old bulbous head, tentacles. It's like the sea devil, but it doesn't have horns. How do I draw these tentacles? Like, ooh. I don't know if I've ever seen the Crimson Octopus. That doesn't sound familiar to me. Okay. Seems right. This is a very silly pose that I've done. Yeah, I don't think it's inherently fighting. Just because it has 8 arms and they're powerful does not make it fighting type. Dark type, I mean, the description is very brutal in the way that it eats and feeds, but like, it's an animal. Like, that's not, yeah, I think it's just water. As much as fun as it would be for this to be something interesting, I think it's just water. Nothing wrong with pure water. I mean, it still might be, like, a really strong contender for the team, right? Like, isn't Gyarados just pure water? They don't gain flying, do they? I don't remember. I don't know Pokemon. Have I mentioned that I don't know Pokemon very much? Or well? I know names and designs. And even then, I don't know all of them. But, I mean, a lot of fans don't know all of them either. There's a lot, it turns out. Alright, cool. And how does this... I don't know how to put a face on a squid. It's an octopus. On an octopus. I don't really know how an octopus's, like, head attaches to its body. That's what I've discovered. Yeah, I mean, you'd never see... Actually, let's give it like an Eevee mouth. I was gonna say you'd never see an actual Pokemon with that mouth. But Eevee's mouth... You might see a Pokemon with Eevee's mouth. Oh, I missed your comment, Chaos Composer. Pure water, but also kind of a meanie, maybe. Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, I'd be happy to give them some dark moves. They just don't get same type attack bonus. That's all. One, two, three, four. Let's add a couple loops back here to imply that there's more tentacles without actually drawing them. Although I haven't drawn them looking like a meanie. Look, I don't know how to draw an octopus face, okay? Oh, it like, directly said they have a beak. I gotta be in on that. I can't just ignore the fact they told me it had a beak. That's on me. That's on me. I should have. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not really sure what an octopus beak looks like. I've seen them before, but aren't they like... I don't know. I'm not going to try and talk about animals, like real-world animals that I don't know enough about. Pretty dang sure this is extremely inaccurate to how an octopus looks. I don't care. I'm getting tired. It's blue. It's an octopus. What more do you want? I mean, is it an octopus? That's a good point. It might not be an octopus. It might be just a weird drawing you did. I do not know how this head attaches to this body. I do know that I don't know how this attaches to this body. Okay, very good. Kathy says, cool octopus. Oh, thank you, B. For conveying the message. Yeah, all of this is dark blue. That means this actually should be like that. Yeah. Okay. Dark blue, 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 dark blue. Hey, yeah, there we go. Then we'll just add a little bit more detail via shades of white. Ah! I zoomed in on accident. I don't like that about this drawing tablet. I mean, it's very good. It's a very good tablet. And honestly, I could probably just turn off the zoom feature that I never use. But I haven't. I've owned this tablet a very long time. How long have you owned this tab? Wow. Sorry, I just suddenly realized I don't know how long I've owned this tablet, but it's gonna make me feel old. Okay. So let's ignore that. Whoa, Licky Smiles is showing an emote that I don't know. It's like a person, maybe? I don't know what that is. Hi! Hi, Lucky! Welcome back. I don't know why I've done this, like, two-tone blue and then also adding shadows. I don't know. It's very weird. It's a very weird decision that I've made for myself. Hello, Lucky. Welcome back. Appreciate you coming back. How you doing? How has your day been? The idea that people are having a day outside of this is kind of like lost on my brain. I'm very trapped. I've trapped myself. Did I do something weird there? What's going on? Why is that not? Hmm? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Very good. So that I wasn't here more, turned out that I had to be somewhere. That's okay. How was the stream? Stream's been good. Stream has been excellent. The support has been very good. I believe people are enjoying it, and it's not just people supporting me because they like me and they want me to feel supported. Although I do appreciate everyone who's doing that as well. Do I put the more shadow in here? I feel like I'm being very slow with my art. Not that like I'm actually being slow, but like, if we consider this like a challenge. Oh, I forgot to tag this as 12-hour challenge. I discovered that there's a 12-hour challenge tag on Twitch. And I was going to tag myself as 12-hour challenge, and I forgot. That's not related to anything, it's just true. Alright, one more layer of white. That is amazing. Thank you. Also, spoilers, you hit 104 followers. Ooh, thank you. I wasn't sure. I saw some followers come in. I know we started the stream at 99. So I did know that we, like, broke 100. But that is all I knew. 104. Very cute. Speaking of followers, not to, like, be, you know what I'm saying. If anybody, is hanging out and enjoying the show, I don't want you to sub, but I would love it if you'd follow. That would be awesome. Oh, Chaos Composer, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't know. I do care about followers, not necessarily because I want the number to be big and make me feel special, but because it lets people see the stream, right? Like, I always talk about how being, like having a big successful stream is mostly about people knowing the stream exists and very less about the stream being good. I do think my stream is good, to be, full of myself. But, people knowing about it is maybe the most important part. So, I really do appreciate every follow because it's more people that can see me go live, you know? Without me, like, spamming people. I don't like posting about my streams all the time because I feel like, I mean, I have 3 a week. Like, I feel like it's a bit over. It's a lot to talk about all the time. Maybe that's unreasonable, but that's how I feel about it. I thought those eyes would work well. I don't think they did. I'm going to call this one done. Ooh, first time seeing the alert. It's super cute. Thank you. I have barely seen it because I can't really see my stream very well with my setup. But yeah, I set them up on Tuesday, maybe? Maybe it was Tuesday? You hit 100 yesterday? Nice. Yeah. Why can't I find the crop button? There it is. This is a weird drawing I've done. Is it what a blue octopus looks like? I don't know. Who cares? You look at that and you go, oh, that's a blue octopus. Like, no one's confusing it. Did anybody give a name for blue octopus? I have no idea. If they did, I forgot. Blue octopus. We previously got the sea devil, which basically looks the same as the blue octopus but with horns. And I didn't really like how I drew it, so I put more time into this one, to be honest. And that one's named Levi. If any, oh, I forgot one little detail that I wanted to include, which is that I wanted just a little bit of white here on the nose. Whatever this thing is, not really a nose. Obviously, they don't breathe. Do they breathe? They can, like, hold their breath, quote-unquote, but they're holding their, like, gills, if that makes sense. Right, okay, cool, yeah. Call them Bluey? It could be. I've had less creative names so far. There are so many things in this file. I haven't, like, deleted any of the layers so far. So, like, it's starting to take a little bit of time. It's slowing down. Mostly the cropping. The cropping and uncropping is taking a long time because, well, it's applying that crop to every layer, which is wild. Okay, so blue octopus, you are pure water. You're very cute, though. How big is the blue octopus? The blue octopus is 30 ilms. One of the bigger ones that we've gotten so far, but not the biggest. Blue octopus. Bluey was the only name suggested, and suggestions get priority over whatever I think it should be named. So that is the name so far, and they're 30.3 ilms. Very good. They are pure water, like most of the things. And now we just gotta put them somewhere. I heard jump scare. Whoa, jump scare. Jump scare? What was the jump scare? Did I do something weird? I don't know what the jump scare was. What are you talking about? Or was it like a sound jump scare? Because I will admit, the sounds are a bit... I don't know. Do I put them down here now, too? Maybe I put it here. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Perfect. We're going to start overlapping things eventually, and that's exciting. No, when you added the octopus, it was really big and sudden. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Okay, we are off to Mist, actually. Because I decided, at the time of doing this, that at the time of doing this, at the time I plotted out my route, because I like, again, it took me like an afternoon to plot out my route and mark down all of the different fishing spots to make sure I didn't miss anything. I decided that I would actually pop into Mist temporarily to do some fishing and then pop out again. This might have actually been a misstep. This is one of the few backtracks. This is like one of 2 or maybe 3 backtracks in the whole route across all of A Realm Reborn. And I didn't realize until later that I didn't need to do a backtrack here because we can take the boat from Mist to, you can take the boat from Mist to Limsa Lominsa. So I could have actually finished Lower Lenosha and then taken the boat from Mist to Limsa Lominsa to finish the upper docks. But I would have arrived on the lower docks, not the upper docks. So potentially you could make the argument, if you wanted to, that I would still be backtracking because I'd be walking through the lower decks, which I've already been to. It is beautiful, though. I could have also not started in the lower decks, and instead started, you know, in Middle Lenosha. But I really thought it was appropriate to start the game Bianok Bream. Okay, we don't have one of those yet. That counts. I could have started. I wanted to start in the Fisherman's Guild. Like you got it. You got to start in the Fisher's Guild. So that is where we're starting. Bianok Bream.
A cherry
Sorry, let's try it again.
Calm down. Bianok Bream. A cherry-colored saltwater
freshwater. Good job, me.
Bianok Bream. A cherry-colored saltwater fish found in abundance in all of Eorzea's 5 seas. Though it is said those caught...
That's right.
Though it is said those caught near Bianok are the largest. The pinkish hue of its scales is thought to come from the finger shrimp upon which it preys.
Cool. It's a pink fish. Love it. Great. Onward. Let's not dally. As we've said many, many times. Yeah. We got a lot to get through. No reason to dally. It's a fish. I get it. Alright, I quite like this silhouette we've got here. A big floofy tail. Not floofy. Like, Copper Fin has a floofy tail. This one's got, like, this really fun, like, woo. And then it's got, like, a cool fin off the side here. Like that. And then it's got, like, a kind of a spiky top, which is pretty cool. That is a fin, of course, so I don't know if I want to actually, like, I wouldn't want to draw that in now. I'd want to add it later. Right, yeah. Then whatever this is at the bottom here. And then there's some other fin down here. I'm just going to do like that. And then it's got a face. You see anything interesting in the actual, like, icon? Not really. Maybe kind of like a rounded jaw. Like, maybe, like, almost like an overbite. I might... What if I just... Alright. Oh, are you trying to do perspective? Yeah. Why are you trying to do perspective? No one wants you to do perspective. I don't know. Perspective's cool. I don't want all my fish to look identical. They don't look identical. Have you seen your fish? That's true. That's true. Sorry, I've gone silent, focusing on the details. I do not know why you've decided to personify or, you know, just like use this emotion on the Bream. I don't know. I love him already, says Real Industria. Well, that's good. Hello, are you busy? Would you be interested in joining an FC for an experience boost and stuff? Well, I'll respond anyway. I don't know if they're in the area or not. But if they are, I don't mind saying hi. How do I change my chat? Say, hi, free to play actually, can't join FCs. Cool. I did not need to interrupt the stream for that. The joy of random FCs, those low solicitations. I mean, I wouldn't be 100% against joining one if I could. I get it. I understand. What did I... Oh, dang. I don't know what I did here. But yeah, why did I decide that this was the appropriate way of personifying this fish? It's got like a spiky top and everything. Look at this thing. I don't know, but here we are. How do its fins, like the side fins, look? They're kind of hard to see. I don't really know. I don't know. We're gonna call it good. There is a fin at the bottom, though. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna call that good. Cannot do anything else but call it good. It is... They call it like a rosy, a cherry colored. It looks kind of orange to me, honestly. Boop. I guess that's not really that orange. Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. And then we want a little bit more of a lighter hue. Just sort of a natural gradient. Sort of like a... Ooh. How do I want to do this, actually? How does it go through the eyes? Does it go over? I'm going to say it goes like this. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah! That works. Interesting enough, it looks like the top of like the little peaks of this. Actually, this whole thing looks like it's the weight all the way across. Actually, yeah, all right. Weird. Did not expect that. I think I liked it better when it was just the top, but it'll do. What about the bottom fin? Bottom fin's white. Yeah. Okay. We'll add a little bit of a sheen to the eyes. That's important. Especially when you're going with like a weird sad face for some reason. Why did I use a weird sad face? I don't know. Beautiful. Alright, great. No time to dally. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, that's funny. That's actually like the same shade of pink at that point. Over here, a little bit at the top, a little bit over on this side too, somehow. I don't know how that works. Don't worry about it. It is weird drawing a fish at this angle. That's what I want to say right now. Okay, we'll do the same thing with a dark for shadows. Something like that. I don't know. A little bit at the back here too, maybe. A little bit actually underneath this little fin. A little bit over there. A little bit over here. Call that good. And then lastly, white, white, white. Why is there sheen underneath the shadow? I don't know, but I saw it once and thought it looked good, so I've been doing it ever since. By ever since, I mean like specifically for this series, and literally I've never done it otherwise. Just this series, only thing I've done it for. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. Shoot, can I do a little bit of shadow under the eye? Yeah. Yeah, just like, I gave this fish eyebrows. I feel like it needs that. This looks like a mess of tangents here. I don't know what to do with this part, but I'm going to ignore it. Okay. Edit. Crop. Yes. Oh, my back. Turn off the green layer. File, hit save as PNG. What is this again? A Bianok? Something like that? I don't know how to spell that. Bream, very good. Okay, save. Alright, done. Go back again. Very good. Deselect. Okay. Fish. 45. I don't know why I said 45. It's F5 is what I meant to say. Fish. Where do I want to put this fish? I'm just going to put this fish here. It's just, this fish lives here now, I guess. I don't know. Actually, I'm going to rotate this fish. Rotate. That does not actually, that's not very flattering for this fish, I'll say that much. How big is this fish? How big is this fish? How much shrimp do you have to eat to make your... I don't remember how that song goes. It's a very simple song. Oh well. There we go. Done. Perfect. Beautiful. Moving on. We need to actually record them still. So let us get that on screen so that we can record it. Bianok Bream. How's that pronounced? I don't know. Do they have a name for them? If I didn't know someone named Bianca, I would say, can we name them Bianca? But I do know someone named Bianca, and I don't really feel like that's appropriate for me to offer up that name. It's a 50-foot... What? Wait a minute. Why do I never look at their sizes? Holy crap. This is a 50 foot. This is like a tuna. What is the biggest thing we've caught so far? 52 ilms for the lavender. This is the second largest thing we've caught today. Wow. I did not realize that. I did not realize that. Real Industrious suggests, how about Benny? Mochasplat says Peachy. We have a Peach already, so let's go with Benny. That is wild. I made it so rotund. Even though it probably has a bit more, like, length to it to be 50 feet long. Was it large? It's not a large one. That's just, like, a regular-sized one. Wow. Alright. Benny. I'm just gonna make Benny a little bit larger, I think. To be fair, the largest thing we've caught is actually the one in the very, very bottom left there that you can only see its head poking in, because it's a long, snaky boy. There, what's their name? Like Slimby or something? Slimebly? Slimbly? I don't remember. So they're not to scale. To repeat, not to scale. Anyway, we need to head down to the next place, which is back to Lower Lenosha, this time the south side, which has 7 more fishing spots. So, we're at 7 o'clock. That is 3 hours remaining on my scheduled 12-hour stream. The minimum goal that I would like to get done for the end of the stream is that I would really like to, at minimum, finish Lenosha. That would be great if I could do that. Lenosha still has, I think, 8 fishing holes. Unless I mess something up and don't catch a fish at a hole, and then, I mean, if I don't catch a fish, I don't draw the fish, right? Like, there's nothing to draw. Unless that happens, I think I've been averaging about 4 an hour. I could do the math what my current average is, but at one time, my average was 4 an hour. Is this water I can use? Guess not. Alright, cool. I've been averaging only 4 an hour. 8 more to go. That would be about 2 hours. Which will put us with an hour to spare. Cool. After that, once we finish Lenosha, the plan is for our Vongola clam. That's new. That's a different clam. There's another clam? How many clams are there? Okay. I mean, I've really enjoyed all the clams. I can't, like, argue. I can't complain. But I'm surprised. I just assumed that was... okay.
Vongola clam. Vongola clam. A bivalve mollusk native to the island of Bianak, but found in all the 5 seas. Its rich, nutty flavor, in addition to its wide availability, have seen the Vongola clam become a common addition to chowders and stews across Eorzea.
Once again, they're defined by them as cuisine, and not much about them themselves, but that's fine. Cool. I don't know what the island of Bianok is. I've never heard of the island of Bianok. Can you go there? That's wild. I kind of wish I hadn't made you so sad. You're like an impressive big friend. Oh well. I was wondering that too. Yeah, there you go. It's an interesting thought that you think about. That's like half the reason I want to do this. It's just like, I just want to read all these entries. I don't want to just sit down and read all the entries. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to be organic. It's weird how that works. Okay, it's a clam. How am I gonna define this clam? Like, I don't know how to draw this clam other than the same way I drew all the other clams. Like, it doesn't have any defining characteristic. And I'm not saying the other clams had a defining characteristic. But they came first. They didn't need to. You know. Okay. Okay. And okay. Let's go with, I'm thinking, alright, I'm thinking, we do it like this. Why is this clam so angry? I don't know. I have nothing else to go on. Why not make them angry? Or mysterious. Are they even angry? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, this clam has no defining characteristics except for it's common enough that you eat it a lot. You've probably eaten some of this clam. That's it. I guess I could make it like maybe island themed. That seems a bit, I don't know, weird. I don't feel like that's really my place to do. Angry but being turned into stews. Yeah, that's right, Mocha. You got it. Perfect. Alright, let's add a little bit of sheen to this. Is this done? This might actually just already be done. What's going on here? That's weird. There's a white tick there. Great. Add a clipping mask. Add a little bit of, have one side be all in shadow and the other side not be. Clipping, make it dark. Okay. Dark side of the clam. I can't believe how much fun all these clams have been to draw. Like, it's silly. I mean, I realize that they've been fun because I've been like, I don't want to just draw a clam, so I'm gonna give it a face, and that's what's made them very fun. Whereas most of the fish I've tried to be pretty serious on. Some of them I've given very cute faces, but most of them I've been very, very serious. So that's the reason. That's the reason that they're so much fun is because I allow myself to have fun. Can I add a little bit? I think I can add a little bit more. Did I lower the opacity of this? I did not. Yeah, lower that now, and then add in this, like... But also, like, I think I need just like a little bit more here. I don't know how to make that work, but I think it just needs a little bit more. This reminds me of an actual Pokemon. What Pokemon does it remind me of? I don't think it's just like Cloyster or anything. Is it like is it in like a metal shell? Is that the one I'm thinking of? There's a steel that's a mollusk, I think, right? This is such a silly one. Once again, I haven't looked at how big it is. I'd guess like 5 ilms, which is, you know, legitimately very large. But I think probably be about 5. 5 would be my guess. What is it? How's it pronounced? A Vongola? Vongola clam. I hope I spelled that right. Because I think it would be cool if I had. Okay, I gotta actually... I want to add more little marks of sheen to it. I just realized I didn't really do anything with, like, these. And they should probably light up at least a little bit. There we go. Okay. Much better. Sorry, I had to redo that. Edit. Crop. Yes. Don't forget to turn off the background. So, do we have a name for Vongola clam? I do like this angry clam. This is a very fun design. Very good. Then undo. Then deselect. Very good. Vongola clam. Stewie. Oh, wow. Alright. Or just Chowder. Those are both very good names. How big was my clam? It was 6 ilms. So yeah, that seems about right. Does look a bit like a Stewie. Alright, we're gonna go with Stewie. I think we're gonna cover up the logo. Logo's getting covered up now. It's that time of the day. Vongola clam. It needs to go underneath a different clam. I don't know which one, though. Pond mussel. It's the pond mussel. Very good. Alright, I need to update my notes. My notes say... Vongola clam. Named Stewie. Stewie. They are 6 ilms. And they're probably pure water. Should be from water fire. And just pulled directly out. Ooh, it's Ocean's Torch. That's cool. I bet that'll be a fun place to go. I don't think I've ever fished there before. Now, to be clear, because I have been saying this a couple times, like, I've never fished there. I have actually, like, this is technically my second character. I do not remember where I have fished with my original character. So, a lot of places I kind of just never bothered to fish at because, yeah, I don't know. I've done it before. It's fine. even if I hadn't really done it much. Either way, we need to go to the next place, and the next place is Ocean's Torch. Ocean's Torch sounds like a lighthouse. Is there a lighthouse around here somewhere? Wow, this place is gorgeous. I'm going to just quickly open up my Excel. 24 by 40 is Excel. Not Excel. What am I doing? Spreadsheets. 24 by 40. So, we're already at about 24. We just need to get to 40. $24? 40. Yep, it's the lighthouse. Beautiful. Cool. I love a lighthouse. Oh, look how cool this place looks. This is one of my favorite places in the game, honestly. I love, like, that over there, that's the Salt Strand. Ah, love the Salt Strand. Absolutely adore it. Undiscovered fishing hole. It's gotta be Ocean's Torch. Yeah, we're gonna get to the Salt Strand in a bit, but, the Salt Strand's a cool place because it's the first place, well, sort of, not really the first place. The first place that we've fished at that you can get a fishable minion is the Isle of Endless Summer, which, Rothlite Oyster. Did we already get the Rothlite Oyster? We did, right? We did. Yes, I'm sure we did. I'm just gonna double check. But I'm very certain we got a Rothlite Oyster already. Yes, we did. We got one in... Why? I keep seeing it and then losing it. What the heck? Why? There it is. Wow, I could not see it. It's Clement, the Rothlite Oyster that we found in Swift Perch. They're pure water type. So we get to cast again. But, yeah, so in the Isle of Endless Summer, you can fish a chocobo chick out of the water that's floundering. They're not actually a fish. They're just, like, drowning and you save them. That's a pretty specific timing window for that one. You have to actually be there right at the right time. A Morabee flounder. That's a new one. I don't know how to draw flounders. Flounders are weird. This was Ocean's Torch, right? I don't know how to pronounce that. I would just call it Ocean, but that's got to be wrong, right? That can't be enough.
Morabee flounder. Legend states that once a normal fish, the flounder was stepped upon by the wanderer during one of his journeys and left for dead. Upon finding the fish, the navigator succeeded in breathing life back into the denizen of the deep, but could not restore it from its new flattened form.
Cool. So, typing-wise, do I have a reason for this to be anything other than just water? Well, we have precedent of a flounder. Stunfisk is a flounder, right? I think. Is that true? I think they're a flounder. They're like, what, like ground electric or something? I don't know why they're electric. I think that's weird. They are called Stunfisk, so I guess that's a thing they do. But, this story has nothing to do with it being ground type. Obviously, it's not electric type. I think they're still just water. I don't think there's any reason to assume, like, you might know, hey, they have affinity with ground, and that's fine, but I am basing this on the lore as this is a Pokedex entry. What does the Pokedex entry tell us? That is what the typing is based on. So, I think you're just a water type Morabee flounder. Let's see if we can draw you a picture. Poor fish is right. What did it once look like? Who knows? We never shall. Hello, Stewie. Great. Okay. Flounder. What does the flounder look like? It's got the tail about this big, and then a body about this big, and I guess those are fins at the top and the bottom technically, but they go the whole length, so it sort of changes the shape of it. In theory, does it have little fins on the sides or not? I'm not sure. I feel like a lot of fish are flat, is the weird thing. Like, we think about flounders being a flat fish, but I feel like most fish are flat. Maybe not most, but a lot of them are. Like the sea butterflies and the angelfish. They're pretty flat. Well, now would be the time to consider... Ooh, it's daytime. Whether or not... Not whether or not. Consider names for our floundering fish. But it's got a fin that goes the entire length of it that changes the silhouette dramatically. And then it's got like a face down here. How far does that fin go? Like, basically all the way, yeah. Maybe I'll put it here. I'm going to stop it here. Yeah, okay, great. Then we got this fin that goes across the whole time. Mocha says, I almost want to call them flatbread, but they would just get bullied in school. I mean, yeah. I suppose that's true, but we're gonna be with them. Unless they're getting bullied in the box, which I don't know how I feel about that. What's it like in the box? Does time pass in the box? I can't tell if there's a fin on the side. I feel like there's just a little fin like this. That might be wrong of me to assume. And then I need a mouth. The actual picture there looks like it's given a little like,
Hey. Hey, how you doing? Hi. Hey. Don't worry about me, I'm okay. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Am I still coming through? I'm dropping frames. Am I still coming through? Can you hear me? What just happened? My ping just skyrocketed. Whoa, I don't know what's going on. Okay. Looks like we're good now, maybe? Maybe? Literally stepped on by a god and then revived by one. You're good. You're good now. It just had a little stutter. Okay, great. Beautiful. Wow, I didn't realize how little you can see what I'm drawing before I've added color. Oh well. Thank you, everybody. Brown, and then other brown. Got it. That would be, I'm going to say this color. Boop. And then there's like, it's almost like a red brown. Boop, boop. Is that appropriate? I think so. Cool. And then it's got a little mouth here, which, I don't know. Let's make it red.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. little bit over here. I need to actually change the bottom part here because there's like a little red dot there and it needs to be. There it is. Okay, back to where we were. Not only is this my, like, stylistic shading, there actually just, like, sort of a white rim on the edge of that, interestingly enough. Yeah, maybe actually we go white all the way around and we put, like, dark sort of in the center here. I think that might work, actually. As opposed to bottom versus top, which is kind of a silly thing that we do. Like, the assumption is that light is coming down from above, but it doesn't have to be. And then I'll make the fin a little bit. Oh, that doesn't look right. Yeah, just add a little bit of sheen, and we are good to go. What is my current average time? It is 7:30. And I have drawn how many fish? I literally have no idea. I could find out, but I do not recall. I do like their face a lot. It's like weirdly accurate to the way that it's drawn. Maybe I actually also want to add just like a highlight. Ooh, no, that's too much. I don't know if I like that or not. I cannot tell. It is difficult to know. I'm gonna call that good. I can't keep looking at this right now. Not that I don't like it. It's just my eyes are going cross. Crop. Yep. Good. Very nice. Close this. File. Save. PNG. What is this called again? Is it just a flounder? It's a Morabee flounder, maybe? I don't recall. Morabee flounder. Nice. Morabee flounder next to the Morabee dry docks. Save. Yes. Undo. Oh, I gotta refresh. Morabee flounder. There we are. Deselect. Okay. Where do they go? That's the question. Your fin's a bit too shiny. We're not worrying about it. Flip horizontal. Yeah, we'll just keep stacking fish up here for the time being. How big is this flounder anyway? 10 ilms. Okay, not huge. I was wondering if it was going to be huge, because some of these have been surprisingly huge. Very cute. Very good. Okay, next. What is next? We have not recorded them yet, I don't think. Okay, so. Morabee Flounder. Did we get a name for Morabee Flounder? There was, like Pancake or something? Flapjack? I don't remember what it was. Something like that was suggested. Morabee Flounder. Pure water. I don't see any good reason to be anything other than pure water. They could be normal, actually. I could see this as a normal type. Just like someone who got squashed. Like, you're weak to fighting. That's your whole thing. That's what you're defined by. And they're 10.2 ilms. Any suggestions? I don't see anything. There was almost want to call them flatbread. Well, Mocha, you're the only suggestion. Therefore, flatbread it is. Unless you have any objections. Very good. And the next is the Candlekeep Quay at 2040. Wherever that happens to be. Okay, Candlekeep Quay at 2040. I think it's just where we previously were. Totally getting bullied in school, but they can handle it. They can handle it. I didn't make them normal type. If I made them normal type, maybe couldn't have handled it. I actually love normal type, by the way. Like, I'm just being like, mechanically, you know. Can I not stand here? There we go. Wow. Barely. I'm not allowed to walk any farther forward. That's ridiculous. This is Morabee Dry Dock still, not Candlekeep Quay. Where's Candlekeep Quay? This little beach is awesome. You can't actually, like, land on it, but it's very cool. I took a bunch of shots there when I was, doing the thing. I'm very worried. Oh, there it is. It must be this spot. When I was doing the trailer. Really nice spot. I don't think any of them made them into the final cut, because I didn't feel like it. But, you know. We caught a Rothlite oyster. We've already caught one. We get to try again. But this is, in fact, Candlekeep Quay. That is confirmed. This is our second cast. That's a big bat. Dang, I don't remember that bat. I remember these crabs. They're great. I love these crabs. I'm so excited for the Salt Strand. What I was saying before is that the Salt Strand has the opportunity to get you a minion. Fishable minion. The previous time we were at the Isle of Endless Summer, that also has one, but it's a very specific timing window, and I'm not following any sort of timing intentions, right? I'm following my path, and I'm not modifying it for time. We're getting whatever we get. But the tortoise that you can fish up at the Salt Strand does not have a timing restriction. So there's a chance. There's a chance. And that would be very fun. Pebble crab! Cool. Very, very cool. Everyone loves a pebble crab.
Pebble crab. A small bluish-gray crab found in tide pools along the Lenotian coast. Their tendency to cut fishing lines and steal bait from hooks makes these wavekin despised by fishers.
There you have it. I believe they're pebble crab only in name and do not get to be rock type, although that would be fun, and I would definitely consider it if people want to consider it. It's possible. It's entirely possible. I'd be willing to make them a literal rock crab. What a cutie, says Mocha. Yeah, I quite like pebble crabs. I've actually caught the rare variety of pebble crab in my own, like, just on my own, which is Jux the Snipper. It's very cute. Why'd I close that? I always close that. I don't know anything about Pokemon types. Fair enough. I've never played Pokemon, so I like it. I think it's fun. The, like, designs, and I like watching playthroughs. What do I want to do with this crab? This crab's cool in that the print is like a top down or something? I'm not entirely sure. Like, if we compare it to the other crab where it's got its, like, fist out in front. Yeah. I guess I'll draw it the way it is in the print. I figured how these claws connect. Let's just do a general, like, crab shape to start. Sort of diamond-shaped crab. So yeah, possibly rock type, even though, again, I've said it before and I'll keep saying it, like, I really want to reserve the weird types for things that are, like, very specifically actually able to manipulate elements and stuff. When this thing's all over, I'll, if we haven't already caught something that has literal psychic ability, I'll read you the, I'll read you one of the fishing guide logs, whatever you want to call it, fishing guide, descriptions that I found when preparing for this. That literally describes a fish as being psychic. Or at least having some sort of mental powers. Obviously, I've not entirely stuck to that rule, but whatever. Give them the clamps. I don't know how these arms connect. I'm just gonna give them little blobs. We're gonna call it good, because I should not be spending as much time as I am. Do we think they have a face in there? I'm seeing a face right here. Not that that makes any sense, but that's what I'm seeing. And I think I'm just gonna stick with it, because it's cute. They're bluish-gray, but they don't really look bluish-gray. They just kind of look gray-brown. I don't know. So maybe I'll mix those colors and sort of see what we end up with. I'll have to change that eye a little bit, actually. Just to make it more consistent with the other one. There we go. Not sure why I did that with the eyes, but that's what I did, so that's what I did. Yeah, no real specific coloration that I can see. I think I'm just gonna blop this in and call that the right color. Great! Anything else you want to add? Not really. I think I'm just gonna add shading and call it good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let me just lower the opacity on that significantly. Are these getting less detailed the more I go on? Maybe. That might be true. Are they taking any less time? I don't think so, actually. Ain't that always the way? This could use a gradient, actually. Can we give this a gradient? Sure. Yeah, okay. It's really not bluish gray. It says small bluish gray crab, but it really isn't. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Now it's got a little bit more attitude to it. Do this over here, do this over here. Still, maybe want to actually do a little bit of something with this. Maybe something like that. That looks kind of cool. Then maybe I'll like splot in some other spot. I don't know if this is accurate, but I like it, so I'm going to do it. I love just doing like blotches. Blotches look so nice. And by blotches, I mean like actually just like dots. And add a little bit of light on top. Just a little bit. Ooh, nope. Clipping mask. There we go. A little bit up here. Lower the opacity on that. Okay, maybe a little bit on the knees. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna do that. And then maybe also like a little bit of a sheen, just because we want it to be a little three-dimensional. Add a little three-dimensionality to it. Maybe. I'm not convinced I actually like that. Nope, don't like it. Cool. I think I might add like another layer of dark actually. Just down here. I feel like I need a double dark here. It's like so much of it is in shadow that none of it really looks like it's in shadow. I like this friend. I don't think I actually drew them very much like the picture. I think I drew them more like the description. Because I don't think they're very bluish gray. But I do really like this crab. So I don't really care. File. Save as. PNG. Pebble crab. I kind of fell out of, I think I kind of departed from aesthetic of consistent artistic style, but I think it's cute and I don't care. So, next we have putting it on screen. Did we ever get a name for this one? I don't know. I don't recall if Pebble Crab got a name. I'm gonna get them on the overlay. Well, you think of a name. Thank you. Yeah, cha-cha-cha-cha. That's the thing with the small shell. Small shell is just not the cutest crab in the game is the problem. I like the small shell crab, but it's just not the cutest crab in the game. So, yeah, no. What you gonna do? Snipperdoodle. Snipperdoodle's a pretty good name. I do like that. Thank you, Mocha. My brain just blanked. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going over here so I can see how big it was. It's an 11-inch crab. That's a pretty big crab, actually. I'd be a little surprised to see one, personally. Pebble crab. Looks like Snickerdoodle so far. Kathy says, wow, love this one especially. Thanks, B. I hope, I guess if she's watching, she can hear me say this back. Hi, Mom. But, you know, if you want to say thanks anyway in chat, that would be lovely. We're going to say Snipperdoodle. Snipperdoodle is a great name. I like Snickerdoodles, at least in theory. They're cookies. I like cookies. And that is 11.8 inches. And by inches, I mean ilms. They're water type. I don't see any good reason. Are we making them water rock? Let's make it water rock. Who cares? You're going to be water slash rock, which makes them a pretty good contender to be on the team, honestly. I don't feel like rearranging things right now. So, maybe they get on the team later. I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I will make them a little bit larger on the overlay, though, because they are a foot-long crab. I think they deserve to be a little bit larger. And then I'll put them behind the white lip. There we go, perfect. Alrighty then. We'll turn off our overlay and we will see where to next. The Salt Strand! We're going to the Salt Strand. We're going to the Salt Strand. I love the Salt Strand. It's so cool. Have you seen the Salt Strand? Look at that thing. This is... Whenever I want to show people the Salt Strand, it's always cloudy. It's so cool. And the cloudy weather does not do it justice. Alright. Salt Strand, Salt Strand. There is a chance. A very, very low chance. But there is a chance that we could catch a tortoise here. I'm just saying there's a chance. That's not a tortoise. It is, however, a razor clam, which, despite how I don't think I've ever caught one before today, is that true? We did catch one today, so it doesn't count. Oh, I wish this place was not so dreary. Also, I think the odds are better during clear weather. I don't know how that works. I don't understand. I've seen some things that are like, oh yeah, fish bite more in clear weather. Like, what is that? What is that? What? It's not like it requires clear weather. Another blowfish. Okay, we get to try again. There's a chance. So I don't know if I ever finished that statement, but yes, this is a fishable minion. It's the second one that we've passed, except for this time it is not time sensitive. I think that's cool. That's all. Pebble crab. Okay, this is our 4th cast in the same water. If we've cast 5 times without getting a new bite, we just miss our encounter here. I really hope that doesn't happen. It hasn't happened so far. But a SIBO. That's cool. Alright. That's new. We didn't miss our encounter at very least. What's a SIBO like?
SIBO. It is said that... SIBO. 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 Lapdos. SIBO. It is said that the naturalist who first discovered the wavekin wished to name it a seahorse after a creature he once claimed to have seen on his travels in Ilsebard. However, when his colleagues all chided him, the crestfallen naturalist begrudgingly settled on the more common chocobo.
So it's a SIBO. I did not know that. They're called SIBOs because they're Final Fantasy sea horses, which would be sea chocobos, so they're SIBOs. That's actually great. I didn't know about that. I love that. That's excellent. All right. Let's see what we can do. Welcome back, Crab. All things return to Crab. Alright, so is it just a seahorse? Cool. I think so. Which means to me, I think, once again, it is just a water type. In the same way that Horsey is a water type, and Seadra is a water type, but Kingdra is a dragon. Can we name them Horschiffons? I'm honestly amazed at how, like, significant of a character Horschiffon has become. I occasionally see people, like, talk about them as if they're important, and I guess they are. They're, like, I'm always happy to see them again. They're a very cool person. Every once in a while, it's like, hey, we get to hang out with Horschiffon again. Nice. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I've heard the things. I've listened to the cutscenes, but I do not know how to pronounce everything. Real industrial. Oh, you'll see. Alright. Okay. Alright, this is a seahorse. Cool, it's a seahorse. Got it. There are some tricky names. There are some tricky names. And a lot of the names don't get pronounced until after dozens of hours of dialogue, including their name. But whatever. What is this? Is it just like a fin? I guess it's just like a fin. Okay. This one's got a belly. What the heck did I do with this head? Any sort of crest? Not really a crest, but their head does kind of come back like this, it looks like. Fun fact, I don't know if I've ever drawn a seahorse before. I mean, I guess I actually have. I definitely have, but like, not an intentionally trying to look realistic seahorse. And I feel like this is just actually a seahorse, right? Like, I don't think there's very much, like, fantasyization going on here. I do not like that neck. I did something weird here. Oh, actually, let's just cut this out and move it over. That'll look better, I think. Yeah, just shorten the neck. I feel like I've gotten better at French names after doing Heaven's Word. They do seem very French, don't they? I think this jawline can come back even further, actually. I think so. I think so. How does a seahorse snoot work? Do they have a mouth in here? Do I draw them like Kingdra and Seedra? Like, mad all the time? I don't think so. Do we have an eye? I think the eye's like way down here. That looks correct to me. Does that make any sense? Does it have to make sense? I mean, I'd like it to. I don't think it has to. But I'd like it to. Weird sideways. I'm gonna say that's good. Alright, cool. Next. I just looked at how many tabs I have open. Like layers I have open. They're just brown. I might put a little bit of purple in there. They look almost like a purpley brown. Yeah, looks good. Then I will add in a little bit of light. There we go. As is the way that we have been doing lately. Kind of a little sheen down here for some reason. I don't really know what's up with that, but that's like the way it's done in the art, it looks like, in the icon. And it gets sort of darker down here. Yeah. Sure. And then we'll add our dark. As we previously mentioned, it's very dark down here. So let's fill all this in with dark. I might add a second layer of dark because this is really more like coloration than it actually is shadow. But, oh well. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Yeah, I'm actually going to remove that layer of highlight. I don't think that's correct. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Alright, let's have another dark layer. I want another dark layer on this. I've decided. Cool. And then our last light layer. It is an interesting way of doing the light, because I'm not actually, like, brightening things. I'm just adding light on top of it. The like, full light, whereas, like, no transparency at all, which is what this is supposed to be. I don't know why I put the transparency on. That was a mistake. That, you know, that's bright, because, you know, if something is maximum bright, it's going to look white. But this stuff here, not so much. It's kind of a weird look, honestly. Question of why I did that. We'll never know. I guess. I don't know. But I think it works. I'm gonna call that good. I'll take a look at the reference first. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah, I have no reason to complain about this. So, here's a question. Is a seahorse actually water normal? I mean, horsey is pure water, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But maybe? I mean, what's the main defining characteristic of being normal? Often it's being a mammal without any extra accoutrement, which is not inherently true. It's not always true, because you can have dual normal other type, which is wild that you can even do that. But you can. And since this is like a sea thing plus a horse, maybe? Not that all horses are normal. In fact, I'm not sure if any are, to be honest. I think it's pure water. And that's okay. Sea bow. Great. Kind of wish I did more with that eye. It's kind of a weird eye. It's just kind of there. Oh well. That's fine. Sea bow. There's our sea bow. Very good. Love to see bow. Move to a folder. Close that. Minimize that. Make sea bow a little bit smaller. How big is our sea bow anyway? 18.3 ilms. That's not too shabby. That is not too shabby. I think I'm just going to slap them in here somewhere. Maybe next to our Sea Devil. That seems good. We'll put them under the, under Corey. Do we have a name? I don't know if anyone has suggested a name yet. I'll have to scroll back to double check, but I don't think so. There we go. Ooh, but Sea Devil is also... There's Sea Devil. Move you down. I want to be behind the Sea Devil. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Mocha did. Very good. That'll make it easier to find. Oh, right. Horse chiffon. Which is funny, because they're not actually a seahorse. But hey, it's in the lore. It checks out. That's excellent. That is a very good name. Let us copy how you spelled it, because I don't feel like typing that. Alright, I'm putting this in my document. Ooh. There we go. Horse chiffon. That's really funny. I like that a lot. The sea bow, named Horse chiffon. Horse chiffon. Horse chiffon. Horse chiffon. You don't pronounce the T, do you? It's just like horse chiffon. Yeah. 18.3. 18.3 ilms. And they're pure water. Then we need to head off to Empty Heart. 22 by 35. Interesting. 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 I don't know where that is, actually. Where is 22.5? Wait, what did I say? 22 by 35. Whatever. Oh, Saltstream is so cool. I feel like I must have spent a long time on that one. It is 8 now. Okay. We have a little less than 2 hours remaining till the end of our allotted time. I'm looking for 22 by 35. Okay, so it should be around here. Empty Heart. Ooh, look at this. I don't think I've ever... Have I ever fished here? Undiscovered fishing hole. Alright, cool. It's a crater puddle. Nice. Cool. Look around. Yeah, I love the salt strand. I ran right by this, probably. One of my favorite things in fishing is just, like, the thrill of walking around the world doing something else and then being like, ooh, I could fish in that, and then stopping what you're doing. It's an acorn snail. Another snail! Emergent fishing, I guess, if you will.
Acorn snail. Believed to have hitched a ride on the hull of a trade ship, the acorn snail is an invasive species originally from the New World, far to the west. As it has few natural predators in Eorzea, its numbers have exploded in recent years.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's bigger than you remember? The crater itself? The puddle here? I assume you don't mean the 5.7 ilm acorn snail is larger than you remember it being. If I was lazy, I would just recolor my Ignis snail, because they have the same print, it looks like. Let me just double check that that's literally the same print. Because it looks like the same print. I have no idea where the Ignis snail is. There it is. Acorn snail? Ignis snail. Acorn snail? Ignis snail. Anyway. Time to draw another snail. I mean, I like snails. I don't have a problem with drawing another snail. Does not bother me one bit. Whoop. I like the way the eye stalks, I guess, yeah, they're not antennae, so they're eye stalks, are done in this little print. They're so wispy. I'm using probably way too thin lines for them to show up, especially considering how dark it is right now. Yeah, you can't see that at all. I'll try to get to color quickly this time. It's like slightly darker, yeah. How are these shells? I'm a little surprised that, like, the shell is the same shape, you know? That's the only thing that I think is a little odd about it. How big was our Ignis now? Because I feel like I'm drawing this one bigger. Which I probably shouldn't be. I'll have to check. Yeah, I gave this thing a massive shell, and I'm okay with it. Acorn snail, despite the name and the fact that I gave the ignis snail fire typing, I don't think I'm actually going to, Oh, I should probably be on the ignis snail, the acorn snail, shouldn't I? This is the one. This is the one we're actually basing it off of. Oh, that's silly. So it's pretty light gray. Drop that in there. Get our golden hue on. Not the best looking snail I've ever done, but okay. I don't know how their eyes look. I like that mouth. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I like it. Actually, I'm gonna do a little weirdness with this, I think. I think it's gonna break the profile and do that. That makes sense, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I gave them way too big of a shell, but I'm gonna just leave it, because... Yeah. Because... Those little eyes are very cute. Alright, let's just add some shadows and be done. I do really want to actually add some more color to this, though. So I think I will. Oops, into that. And also, I kind of want to clean this up. Little hairy lines down there. We don't want any hairy lines over here. Do hairy lines sometimes look really good? Yeah, they actually sometimes look really good. That's not what we're doing today, though. Clipping mask. Light. And let's go directly into our white layer, because I want to add the little sparkle highlights here before I forget about them. And because I don't really know if this one needs any, like, shadow. Sure. We do still need to draw on top of this layer, though, because they're different layers, so they need to be done separately. I don't know if there's any real highlighting to be done, but that's okay. These ones definitely do need the darker layer, because it's where the feet is. The foot is. This is called a foot, I believe. I believe it's called a foot, if I recall correctly. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, and I will actually add a dark layer to the top one here. Not a ton going on, but we will still do it. Just a little bit. Add this. Very good. And, maybe just a little bit here, actually. Again, the acorn snail doesn't have these dimensions. Not really. Oh well. I don't want it to look identical to the Ignis snail. And I also don't want to be too precious about the dimensions. 2 reasons why I've drawn it this way. Alright, we're calling that good. Next. It is actually quite good. I love this snail. The snail is adorable. Do we have a name? Anybody want to give a name to the acorn snail? File, save as, PNG, acorn snail. Retroflush says, I love this little golden mollusk. Thank you so much. They came up pretty good. Didn't really follow the brief, but I think that they benefited from it. Eurydice. Eurydice? How do you pronounce that anyway? I don't know if I've ever done it correctly. Funny that. Acorn snail, way at the top. So this is the acorn snail, and that is the Ignis snail. Bitter rivals. Nah, that's not true. They're friends. Alright. We need to record their data in the sheet. So, first thing first, acorn snail is the species. Their nickname would be Eurydice, or Eurydice, or Eurydice. And they are 5.7 ilms. Very small. And they're, I guess they're pure water. Eurydice? I don't remember what my first thing was, Retroflesh, I'm sorry. My brain wants to say Eurydice, although I feel like that's the thing I said second, but I can't remember what I said first. Yeah? Either way, acorn snail feels like it shouldn't be water, and maybe it's not, right? Like, this is something that hangs out in a very shallow pond. Eurydice. Okay, cool. I did it. So this one might just, not even be water type. Lots of things like to hang out in the water, because water's nice. But it's not like it's a fish. Do we want to think of this as an actual, aquatic snail? And I don't know if it is. I'm not convinced. Now, that said, there are a lot of semi-aquatic, amphibious, just things that like to swim sometimes that still get coded as water. Like turtles and stuff, right? Which, if I'm not mistaken, are just reptiles. Is that true? Wow, I don't remember things. I think it's still water type. I don't have a better type to give it other than, normal. This could be a pure normal. Honestly, it is a snail. It could also be bugs. Some people think that snails are bugs. I don't really believe that. And I haven't called the, other snails bugs. And I haven't called the other mollusks bugs especially. So, probably not. That seems incorrect to me. Let's head to Morbi Bay at 27 by 26. (27 by 26). Get on your horse. Apparently I've been there. It's this one. Oh, it's like way up there, huh? I didn't like accidentally fish in Morabee Bay instead of Morabee Dry Docks, did I? This is the Morabee Dry Docks. We caught the flounder. This is Morabee Bay. Morabee Bay also has the flounder. I might have. It's possible. I don't know. Guess I could check my log, couldn't I? Salt Strand. Before the Salt Strand... Oh, I should probably actually settle down here, shouldn't I? Before the Salt Strand, we fished at Candle Keep Quay. Morabee Dry Docks. Undiscovered Fishing Hole. Ocean's Torch. You cast your line at Morabee Bay. We already cast our line at Morabee Bay, it turns out. Oh. Yep, the Vongola clam was actually a Morabee Bay catch, not a Morabee Dry Docks catch. Let's just move that down. And let's go to Morabee Dry Docks. That's my bad. Yeah. Nothing's actually a problem. When I cast my line at Morabee Dry Dock earlier, I canceled because before getting a bite. So yeah, that's fine because I thought we were at the Candle Cay Quay, but we're not. So okay, got these two out of order. That's fine, totally fine. We're at Morabee Dry Docks now. Yeah, the idea was that after doing Mist, I wanted to start at the bottom and just do this and come back up. But I kind of forgot that was my original plan, so I ended up doing that. Let's see what we get. All checks out. Everything's above board. A Morabee Flounder. Cast it back in. Where did we get the Morabee Flounder? We got Morabee Flounder at Ocean's Torch. Cool, that makes sense. I'm gonna run out of space in my inventory soon. I'm gonna have to do another round of dropping things into the sea. It's catch and release fishing, except for I don't release them for like 5 hours. Tiger cod, that's new.
Tiger cod, a striped saltwater fish indigenous to the cold northern waters of the Blood-Brine Sea. The name tiger is said to have been taken from a similarly striped beast native to the faraway jungles of Othard.
Okay, I don't know where that is, but cool. There are no tigers in Eorzea, which checks out. I've never seen a tiger in Eorzea, so fair enough. They have stripes, huh? I don't see any stripes. I don't see any stripes. Should I just add some? Not entirely sure what I should do about the stripy fish. I super don't see any stripes. Okay, so it's got a little tail, big belly, a little head. Okay, I can work with that. Little tail. Little tail, big belly, tiny head. Okay. Yeah, this is just a profile of a fish. I'm not being fancy. I'm just drawing it in profile. I think they do have a fin on the side. I'm not entirely sure if they do or not, but I'm gonna say they do. And really, can you prove me wrong? I don't think you can. I think at best you can give me an opinion. Unless they're an aquarium fish and you can show me them in an aquarium, but I don't think that's true. A very weird choice to be given the aquarium treatment. Well, I mean, they're defined by their stripes. That's true. I can't, yeah, okay. You know what? Fair enough. Their tail is pretty straight, actually. Let me redraw that. And, actually, I think this fin's bigger. I think it's like this. Cool. And then they got a little face. I see like a whole mouth here, actually, which is pretty cool. Sometimes it's hard to make out the mouths on the prints, but yeah. I don't know how to do that mouth, though. Hey! Hello! Hi there! Let's draw the eye first. I mean, they're a tiger cod. I know they're not named tiger cod because they're like ferocious hunters. They're named tiger cods because they have stripes, but let's give this a little bit of ferocity, I think. Very ferocious. Good job, Darcy. Yeah. I think I can do something more with this fin on the top. Something like that, maybe? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to unselect it so I can see the colors while I color. So it is, it's kind of like a reddy gray kind of orangey thing. Sort of this colorish. No, not that colorish. Kind of this colorish. Yeah, kind of. And then we can add a little bit of white. Because it does sort of gradiate into a white. How's the tail look? Tail is like full black, so something like this maybe. Looks like it goes up to like there. Like under the mouth, but not actually to the mouth. So that seems good. Fin looks like it is its own thing, so I think maybe it actually doesn't go as high as the fin. That would make sense to me. Let's just redo this. Easier. Okay, cool. And, yeah, there's like a gradient in there. I could add a second, like, line of color. That would work well. I might. I don't know. How's the fin look? It's really hard to make out, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do this. Does it make sense? I don't know. It's supposed to be striped. I don't see any stripes in this art. But I do see a little bit of black, so we will start doing a little bit of black. Which is mainly the tail. The tail is black. And, honestly, these fins at the bottom look kind of black, too. Not sure if they're wholly black like that, but something like this probably looks pretty good. And then a little bit at the top, so maybe something like... like that, maybe? Maybe on the fin, too? Could work, could work. I kind of like this. I don't, again, it's like, it's not stripy. But I kind of like it. I think it looks pretty good. Beautiful. What a beautiful fish we have here. Yeah. Just got to fill in the eye and then adds a little bit of sheens of color as we do. And we'll call that done. Does anyone have a name for our tiger cod? I think Eurydice was the last one, right? That wasn't the tiger cod. Still a little bit more to do, but, you know, start those name thinkings going now. Name thinking goings. That's the way to do. Yep, I am very eloquent. I was gonna say when I want to be. That's probably not true, but maybe when I, you know, not been streaming for 10.5 hours. Not just like streaming, but like drawing. Yeah. I am not gonna cook tonight. I'm buying out. Buying out? Is that a thing people say? No, I don't know why I said that. Okay. Oops, this should be at the top. My bad. There it goes. Yeah, I think that part's clear. I don't think we do that. Maybe a little bit here, underneath the fin. That's always fun. I like it underneath the fin. A little bit at the back. A little bit under these as well, I think. Alright, and you know what? Let's add a couple stripes for good measure. Look, I don't see any stripes on the Sprite. But who am I to deny a tiger fish, tiger cod, their stripes? Part of the shadow layer, so, you know. It's just shadows. It's just weird shadows. Maybe they're underneath some branches. It's fine. They get their stripes. I have plausible deniability. Plausible deniability? Do you need deniability for giving a fish some stripes? You have no idea. I don't either. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway. There we go. That's our tiger cod. Not a bad looking fish, if I do say so myself. File, save as, PNG. It is a tiger cod. Does anyone have a name for a tiger cod? It's the part when I sing 'cause I'm tired. That's interesting. You sing when you're tired? I don't know. Do you talk to yourself when you're tired too? No, I always do this. That's just a normal thing. There we go. Tiger cod does whatever a tiger cod does. Where can I put you, tiger cod? If tiger cod, like, I'm a little... I know there are some fighting ones. There's literally, like, Alamegan fighting fish and stuff that I really wanted to, like, get to and be like, yeah, it's a fighting type, definitively. Turns out there's a lot. Turns out there's a lot of fish. So, you know, getting the ones I know work kind of well, probably not going to happen. That's what makes it an Artlocke. Instead of just me drawing fish. I don't get to decide. Or something. Alright, so that's the fish. Let's record it. We know that this fish was caught in Morrowby Dry Docks. I messed up. I fished at Morrowby Bay out of order, but I've still only fished at each one once. It's not a big deal. Tiger cod. Their name is to be determined, if anybody has any names. This is your last call. I will be naming if I get back to the name field before I see something in chat. And they're pure water. Alright. B says, Kathy says, this is awesome, and I do love the stripes. And Angus. That's a good name. Maybe? Mom said Angus? Alright, Angus. Angus it is. Angus, the tiger cod. Angus, the tiger cod. We have 2 fishing holes left to do before we are done with all of Lenosha. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to get actually every fish done. But I will finish Lenosha. Sorry, I was away for a bit, but back now. Cool. Hi, B. That's okay. You don't have to be here all the time. I do love you being here, but, you know. You don't need to be a mod on duty constantly. So it's all good. Doom ba doom doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom. Alright, we are heading to the Mourning Widow. Where's the Mourning Widow? I don't remember. Let's go. I think it's somewhere this way. It's pretty near the exit, I believe. The exit is up here. Mourning Widow is there. There it is. Look at that. Oh, this place is beautiful. And look at the Salt Strand. Isn't the Salt Strand gorgeous? Can we also just enjoy how pretty the Salt Strand is? Where's the Mourning Widow? Over here somewhere? What's the trees in this game? Is it just this? Is it just this? This, like, tiny little river? This must be the Mourning Widow. This cool cave. You can't actually land up here. You can fly, but you can't land. Isn't that interesting? Alright. You cast your line at the Mourning Widow. So, we're ending at 10 o'clock. It is 15 minutes till 9. And we have 2 holes before the end of Lenosha. Dusk Goby. 0 slots remaining in our inventory. I need to clear some space. But that's a new catch. Dusk Goby. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Dusk Goby. A hardy species, the dusk goby can survive not only in freshwater, but also the mouths of rivers where the tides can bring saltwater moms inland. Depending on the salt content of the water it lives in, the color of its scales can vary from a deep amber to a golden orange.
Really? Because this looks like it's just a super dark black and gray. Deep amber to a golden orange. I would not describe that as either of those, but okay. Retroflesh says, seeing you surrounded by all these fish brings me great joy. That's so nice. I love that. It is... As much as I keep downplaying it, because I really wanted to do more than I did in the time that I have, I still do think of it as quite an accomplishment. Is this the same river? I'm just curious. Oh, right. My inventory is full. I can't check. Anyway, we need to draw Dusk Gobi, so I should still be hanging out there. Yeah, this is all. This river is the whole thing. It doesn't have to be in that cave. Cool. Dusk Gobi is one of the ones we got a good, interesting action shot of them, which is pretty cool. So what do they look like? What do they do? Big old face, big old fin. Yeah, I like this shot. This is nice. What am I doing? Yeah, I kind of want to draw it like the, I kind of want to draw it like it is shown in the icon more than in the print, I think. Which is really the same, it's just angled differently. I'm going to do a little bit of a sketch layer on this one, I think, because I'm doing a complex angle. How's that tail look? Is that like a three-pronged tail? This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the tail do that. I'm seeing there be a fin at the top that does something like this. I'm seeing a fin out the side that does something like that. Presumably on the other side too. I'm not really seeing much else. Yeah, alright. And then I'm seeing a big grumpy face. So. Great. We're gonna just lower that and draw it in proper. Kathy says, this is an amazing accomplishment, Darcy. Yeah, well, you're my mom. You're not objective. But thank you anyway. Okay, that's kind of something. Maybe I can make this. Little Grumpus. Is that me? Am I the little Grumpus, or is this a little Grumpus? How do I get that line to go across the body? Something like that. I don't know. Something like that. Let's call it good. Because I can't take too much time on every drawing every time. Although I'm actually basically out of time, so I kind of could take as much time as I want. whatever. This has stopped being, I should go faster because I'm going to run out of time, and started being, I'm tired. If anybody's wondering, yes, all of this art will be online somewhere. You can follow my Twitter at TheBoyd, which you can find the spelling and everything for in my About section on Twitch. That's probably the best way to find all my spots. I also have like a DeviantArt and a Tumblr and an Instagram and stuff, and I like to get my art up there for archival purposes, but I often don't get it up there because it's such a like organic process these days. I end up more often than not just being like, I drew this thing on stream, and then not actually posting it places, unfortunately. Does this look like a Dusk Goby? This is not the mouth I intended to draw. I did not intend to draw this face. I guess it's kind of hard to see on screen, now that I think about it. Let's get some color in there, and then you can make an opinion. So, this says that it goes from a deep amber to a golden orange, and the picture they show us is black. So, maybe I don't know what to do with that. Maybe I'll do a gradient. Let's do a gradient. That was pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Anything? I thought I had some missed holes, but I don't see it. Alright, cool. Great. No fancy coloration. We're just gonna add some white shiny spots to it. Shine, shine, shine. How do I draw this shine? A little bit of a sheen on here. And then a little bit on the actual tail itself. I feel like that's the correct tail. That'll work. Next, we want our full white. Probably I should wait until the end. But, oh well. Not sure if this sheen actually works, but I'm going to leave it there for now, because I don't care. Good, excellent, great. Last we need our dark colors here. So, by the end of this, I'm going to figure out what my fish per hour was. Maybe my fish per minute, depending on if that's an interesting enough number. Or a hard enough calculation, I guess. Does anyone have any estimates? Because I don't. It was sitting at... It started at around 6, I think. And then it dropped to 4. And I don't know what it's been since then. Hey, B, I just realized, is this guy's name Little Grumpus? Is that this guy's name? Because it could be. I'm all for the Little Grumpus the Dusk Goby. Yeah. I need to put the eye in, actually. One thing I didn't do is put in the eye. And I think it's just blacked out like that. Let's make it like a gray, actually. Perfect. Could be I actually like that. Okay, so it wasn't the intended name, but it works. I think it works, yeah. Now, how big is Little Grumpus? Because this looks pretty big to me, and often the ones that they have a curved spine in the icon art, often that means they're big. That's just common. Commonly, that means they're big. File, save as. It's funny. I wasn't like. I ended up in this weird like chocolate brown area where I actually kind of thought of them as a, you know, like a very, very dark black. But they said amber. So I ended up meeting in the middle and making them a chocolate brown. Which is weird, but here we are. Let us get our fish. Dusk goby. I don't think that's what a goby's face looks like, honestly. Pretty sure it's not. They have like a surprisingly distinctive looking face. And I definitely missed the mark. That's okay. So, well, where do I put you? I'm gonna turn you 90 degrees and put you here, I guess. I can put it here, actually. Actually, I'll put it here, and then I'll move the others. Pebble crab. Move the pebble crab. Pebble crab should still be behind this, I think. Pebble crab, pebble crab, pebble crab. There it is. Move that down one. Perfect. Great, that works. Next, we have the name. This is a dusk goby. Its name is Lil. How do you spell Lil? Lil Grumpus. And its size is... What? It's 3 inches! It's so tiny! It's... What? I really need to read the, like, length of things. It's so small. It's 3 inches. Aww. His little Grumpus. Oh, it's so little. I didn't expect that. I always thought of dusk gobies as being pretty big. Oh, it's tiny. His little Grumpus. Oh, that's great. That's excellent. Oh, I like that a lot. That's really funny. Oh. You know, I wonder, if I did this again, would I bother having the drawing overlay thing? Because, like, the idea of the drawing overlay thing was, hey, this is the game, and then when I'm drawing, I want to be able to still show the game, but have it not so dark, so you can actually see what I'm drawing. That's the intent. But I spent most of the time drawing that I could have just played with the overlay on the game the whole time, and it probably would have been fine. So we have arrived. That was the last hole in Lower Lenosha, and now we're at the upper decks. Because, yes, as previously said, I intentionally didn't do the upper decks while I was already in Limsa Lominsa. This is not backtracking, because this is a separate fishing hole, and it's an entirely separate area of the map. Oh, right, my inventory is full. Time to throw fish off the railing. Woo! 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 Okay, I'll stop doing that now. Alright, that's enough fish. You cast your line in the Limsa Lominsa upper decks. Now, why is this a different fishing hole than the Limsa Lominsa lower decks? I don't know. It's the same water. I don't understand it myself, personally. But that is the case. I don't know. We catch a coral butterfly. We've already seen a coral butterfly. We catch a harbor herring. We've already caught a harbor herring. That is 2 casts. We have not, so far, missed a catch due to catching 5 duplicates. That has not happened yet. That rule still stands, but so far it has not come up. Murthor Goby. We've already caught a Murthor Goby. This is our 4th cast out of 5. Is there anything in here that I haven't already caught, actually? Yes, I haven't caught an ocean cloud. I haven't caught some malm kelp, which I'm going to be very disappointed if I catch literally right now. Nope, it's a Murthor Goby. And then this one's super rare. But Ocean Cloud. Ocean Cloud's available. This is our last cast, though. If we don't get an Ocean Cloud here, that is considered a fail to catch. And we get a big X on our spreadsheet. I'm going to share this spreadsheet after. If anybody wants to do this challenge. They can copy it and do it themselves. You know what? You know what? I'll take it. I'll take some malm kelp over a total miss. Not super happy about it, but I'll take it.
Malm kelp. This dark green variety of seaweed found in all 5 of Eorzea's seas has been known to grow up to a malm 1,760 yalms in length.
Finally a grass type. I mean, I guess. How big is this? It is 6.8 ilms. Okay. Okay. So, that's the real question. You bring up a very good question, Chaos Composer. Do we classify this as water grass, or do we classify this simply as grass? It is kelp, but I think it might just be grass type, which would be interesting. That would give us potentially some ability to do things. I don't know my typings, I don't know the type stuff. But, you know, having something that's not water type is maybe useful. I don't know. I mean, they're not going on the team. I'm definitely not putting this piece of kelp on my team. The Lamp Marimo, I might do. I like the luminescent moss. Like, there is a big fish variety. That's the, like, you know, rare catch for those who are not fishers. Of Lamp Marimo. And I've caught it. But I don't think there's one of Mom Kelp. I'd be very surprised if there was, like... That would be so funny. Is there a big fish version of Mom Kelp? I hope there isn't, and I also hope there is. Because that would be really funny. For those of you who are not fishers, I'm very much treating big fish as like shinies. And no, we did not catch any, if you were wondering. Chaos Composer says, closest thing would be the ginkgo fin, which is an intuition fish caught in ocean fishing. Well, wait a minute. Closest to what? Do you mean closest to, like, a grass type? Isn't the ginkgo fin just a, like a leafy sea dragon? Am I wrong about that? I think I've caught the ginkgo fin, haven't I? I think I have. I can never remember what I've caught and what I've just seen on Lulu's tools, honestly. This needs eyes. Also, it's gonna be green, so... I guess if I go dark enough, it should still show up. Yeah, perfect. But I mean, the ginkgo fin isn't like a plant, is it? It's got an interesting coloration, actually. It's got kind of like this yellow going on. Oh, no. Clipping mask, clipping mask. Say clipping. Always be clipping. Mask. Case Composer says, yeah, I think it is triggered by catching the mom kelp. Ah, that's true. The mom kelp equivalent in the ocean boat and disguises itself as a plant, but is sadly not a plant. I had to check on that. Interesting. Very cool. And what if I slightly reduce this? So it's like something like... I don't like it. Delete that layer. It took a while for me to notice there was any connection between the messages you get with intuition fishing and what they are. Like, I think... I did know some of them. Like, I remember... Well, actually, I'm not sure if I ever actually knew that, now that I think about it. Like, I know that it's cool that, the goblin mask is, the trigger for the bear face, I think it is called, which is cool. I still wish you could actually give that mask to a goblin, because I think that would be fun to, like, fish up a quest log. Like a quest like that. Which I've said before, the treasure maps are kind of like fishing up a quest, which is pretty cool. But they're not really. There's not a lot going on there. But, yeah, no, I was out on the boat yesterday, I think? Yeah, yesterday. I was on stream, actually. If anybody wanted to, they could go watch me do that boat. For some reason. And I saw the message for the stone scale. And it said there was I see a moving boulder, and I was like, oh, hey. Oh, that's cool. That's actually related to the thing. That's rad. I didn't realize that. I do still find it very weird that the intuition messages still happen if I don't see a boulder moving, as in it's not the correct time. It's not the correct weather for the boulder. I don't know. I find it odd, personally. I don't know what I'm drawing here. I think I'm just gonna... I don't know what this is. What am I doing? It's a piece of kelp. What am I doing? What am I doing? Wow, I did it. Nice. Good job, me. I do need to give this a face. I will be giving it a face in the same style that I gave, in the same way that I gave the Lamp Marimo a face. As if it's like an inanimate object Pokemon. So, that's fun. Well, we've had like a mix of Final Fantasy fans and fishing, like, and Pokemon fans. Would have been cool to have some more Pokemon fans. Just because, like, I think that'd be fun if they were like, oh, cool. It's a Nuzlocke, even though it's not. But it makes sense that it would be difficult for anyone to notice. I have tagged, like, my Twitter posts as about Pokemon. Which is, maybe that's wrong of me, I don't know. I think the only, like... I mean, we've had Pokemon fans, but I don't think they've been, like... They're not random people. They're people I know who are like, hey, Darcy! They just happen to know Pokemon better than, you know, the other game. What am I doing? Why? What am I doing? It's a piece of kelp. Why am I putting this much thought and effort into it? This is not a fish. Is it showing up entirely? It is showing up. That's nice. Some bits look like they're maybe disappearing somehow, but... Is that a Pokemon face? I don't know if you'd ever see a Pokemon with a face like this, but Spiritomb exists. So anything's possible. Cool. We'll add a little bit extra on that. Just to darken it up. Maybe actually make the pupil visible as a separate thing. Sounds nice. Eh. That eye is wonky. Wow. I don't feel like fixing that, is the truth of the matter. So, I've accomplished my secondary goal. My backup goal, if you will. Gives it character. Thank you, Real Industria. Yeah! Some asymmetrical designs are good. And that's not really what asymmetrical design means, but okay. Shut up. Yeah, it kind of does. Kind of means that. Super high tier effort for a literal kelp. It's so good. Oh man, this kelp is the coolest. Well, I'm done. That's the kelp. We did it. It would have been amazing if the kelp was like literally a yom. That would be so good. Or like a mom. I mean, I guess it could have been a yom, but it's mom kelp. It is known to grow up to a mile long. And that would have been really funny if our biggest our biggest catch was... Oh, I didn't add... I don't care. This one doesn't get it. No, I gotta be consistent. And also, I really like the wonky eyes. Well, thank you for liking the wonky eyes. I need to add the rim light just to be consistent. I can't not be consistent just because I don't care and I'm tired. Not good reasons. So nice seeing everyone chatting still. Like, I know not everyone's been here the whole time, but a lot of you have been. Or at least, like, have been here both at the beginning and here at the end. Which is really cool. Like, thank you so much for supporting my silly idea. I know I made, like, kind of a big deal about it being a special, like, occasion, special event. And I imagine a lot of you are here largely because I made such a big deal about it. And it was, like, clearly important to me. But I still appreciate it. There we go. Edit. Crop. Yes. I had to come and go and a couple times, but definitely wanted to see as much as possible. That's so nice. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I expect people to come and go. Like, that is not... that's not a problem. That is awesome that you would... You know, not just come and go, but then come again. Malm Kelp. This does kind of look like a Pokemon. Honestly. It's super weird. So yeah, I met my sort of secondary goal, right? My goal was to do all of it. I didn't expect to do all of it. But it was still my goal in theory. My secondary goal, you know, barring that I could not accomplish the first, was to finish Lenosha. Which I still don't like pronouncing it that way. But I think it's correct. And, I've done that. This is the end. This is the last stop on the Lenoshan tour. We've made it all the way through and back to where we started. And now we can barely see this tiny piece of kelp. There they are. But we still have 30 minutes left. And as much as I would love to keep this as consistent, well, not consistent, but like, there's something really satisfying about bookending it like that. But, well, I'm not just gonna not continue doing this for the next 30 minutes. I could, right? I could say, no, I don't want to keep doing it. Let's just hang out and talk about stuff and discuss the team. Hey, what would be the best 6 out of all these fish we caught? You know, I could do that, and that'd be kind of fun. But, sorry, I'm multitasking. Do we have a name for our kelp? We need a name for this kelp. I've just realized. Yeah. Let me pull it back on screen so you can actually see it properly. I mean, it's there, but it's really tiny, so now it's full-sized. I don't... Whelp? Whelp the kelp? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, it's Whelp. That's really good. How big was Whelp? They were like 6 inches, I think? 6.8 ilms. Look at me with my memory. It'd be wild if that actually said yalms and I just didn't notice. That would be hilarious. 6.8 ilms. And they're grass. The question is, are they water grass or are they just grass? I think they're just grass. I mean, they're kelp. Meh, I think that's okay. I don't think they need to be water. Just because they're kelp. I think they're gonna be a pure grass type. Okay. So, it's lovely that it's nighttime right now. It is 10 p.m. in-game, which is our stopping time. But it's only 9:20 where I am. So we'll be continuing. The next place we have to head, because again, this is a Aetheryte-free, teleportation-free road trip. We need to take the airship. So join me, if you will, on our airship voyage. Does anybody know where we're going next? I think I might have mentioned it, but does anybody know the next stop? That's right. It's Gridania. Taking a sweet time to load. Ooh, it's raining. And here we are, ready to start our second leg. Gridania is closed! I like how they do that spin and back in. Yeah, it's nice. Oh. So where is our first stop? I believe it is simply right outside. There's something about, like, there's part of me that really wants... I can fish off this? Cool, I'm doing it. There's part of me that really wants to not do this. That wants to go, no. Next week, I'm going to do all of Gridania, like, all of the rest of the world, and then fail that. But no, we're going to do as much of Gridania as we can. Who knows? Maybe we can actually do a lot of it. Gridania does have a lot of fishing holes, honestly. Like, there's a lot of fishing in Gridania. Rain Caller. That's a time-specific one. That can only happen during rain, right? Oh, that's awesome. Rain Caller. Yeah! Look at that! That's so good! If I was here when it wasn't raining, I would not have been able to pick up this fish.
Rain Caller. This deep blue freshwater fish can be seen sticking its head out of the water whenever it rains, leading people to believe it is the fish summoning the storms. However, naturalists have surmised that the fish are simply rising to the surface in search of food, mistaking the drops of water for insects.
There you have it. Is that the same description? This is a long description. I'm just going to read this real quick. The deep blue freshwater fish native to the lakes and swamps of the Black Shroud. They can be seen sticking their heads da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, okay, cool. Same thing, but it has one extra sentence for some reason. Weird. Well, let's draw a rain color. They got kind of like an indigo kind of color to the top of them. I like it. They have a cool... Yeah, no, they look good. They look cool. Alright. Hello, Mom Kelp. Go away. Okay. How many more can I get done? They got a big old tail. They got a fin on their top. Alright, I got this. A little bit smaller brush. Okay, and they need a face. They're kind of just like, what? Huh? Sorry, I wasn't, what? Huh? What? How do I draw a what face? Like, what? Hmm? That seem right? That seems right to me. I thought there was going to be an insect up here. Why are there no insects? Where are the insects? It is weird that you can only catch them during the rain. Like, if they're coming to the surface because they thought that the raindrops were insects, then that implies that if there were insects on the surface, they would also come to the surface, right? Or if you, like, threw chum in the water or something? I don't know. Obviously, chum does not affect actual spawn. We know this, and sometimes people spread misinformation, apparently, about that. So I don't mean to imply that that's a thing you could do. I'm just saying from a narrative standpoint. This angle I decided to use is weird. I don't know how I feel about this angle I decided to use. Let's make this fin a bit like that. I'm not convinced I have done the correct body shape for this rain collar. They also got like a straight tail. Yeah, looks good. So, next. Coloration-wise, they're kind of like this light blue. followed by that indigo on top. This has been my favorite way of coloring the fish consistently. It's just dropping in that color, and then so it's kind of like, I think this whole section here is kind of the one color, and then we do like a wobbly line. Love a wobbly line, it turns out. Turns out wobbly line, real fun. Highly recommended. By me. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, no, I really like just dropping in a wobbly line. Turns out. Then we've got the fin at the top. So in the colored art, you can really only see the middle fin. Oh, I guess that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And I'll just drop in nothing. Okay. Something like that, maybe. Maybe we'll do it here, too. I don't know. Seems right. And then the bottom is largely the same as it would be, but we'll add a little tinge. Just why not? Why not add a little bit? As a treat. These fins here, however, do look like they're almost full. I don't think they should be all full, so we'll do it this way. Great. Rain color eyes. We have no information on eyes. I have no idea what their eyes look like. I'm just gonna make them... I think I want to make them white. With, like... I don't know. I guess just like a pupil. No, not like that. Oh yeah, like that. That's the one. Or maybe like this. But like a circle within a circle is what I'm going for, I think. If I can just draw a circle. That would be great. Wow, they look upset. Hello everyone who is in chat. We've got a rain collar. What are we gonna rain call it? Yuck, 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 yuck. But seriously, if you have a name, please give me a name. I want to be clear, because I know that sometimes it comes across as, like, name desperate. And the answer is, I would like to give you the opportunity to name this fish. I am happy to name the fish myself. But if you have a name, please let us all know. Raymond? Raymond is pretty good. Raymond the Rain Collar. Also, I don't know what's up with them, but they look amazing. They're so distraught for some reason. For some reason, very distraught. I did not mean to make them so distraught, but I have, and they are. They have seen some rain. Okay, and then we'll just add are blocked in lighting like this, as is traditional, as is the style. I should say, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, maybe right at the beginning I mentioned inspiration, but this like style I've been largely using is highly inspired by the way that Moxie2D, another streamer, who actually does like Pokemon Nuzlocke, but draws them, right? I don't know if they coined the term Artlocke, but it's where I know it from largely. The style I'm doing is largely based off of his style, just due to expediency. And I guess it's what I associate, and I like it, so. Credit where credit is due. And it's largely where this, like, throw in the shadows, but then still add the rim light even over top of the shadows, which feels weird to my brain, but it ends up looking pretty good. I bet this one would have looked pretty good with a gradient used instead of just, like, the two-tone, but I still quite like it. Rain color. There we go. We still have 20 minutes left, so we're going to move to the next fishing spot. Once, of course, we get this. Oh, you're so distraught. Are you okay? You're so distraught. Why did you make me this way? Ah! So this is our first fish from Gridania. I think they deserve something special. There you get to just go over top of the existing fish. You get a whole new layer to yourself. We're gonna make a new group that's Gridanian fish. And they're just gonna go over top of all the limits of fish. How do I make a group? Group selected items. There we go. This group is called Gridania. Perfect. And frame fish, we're gonna rename that to that nausea. Perfect. Perfect. So, continuing on, we have to actually name this. This is the Jidate Flood. That is where we are. Good, because that's what I fished. I didn't even check where I was supposed to be. Raincaller. Their name is Raymond. And their size is a whopping... Oh, we're in a city. There's actually people here talking. Oh no. 42 ilms! Dang! Why don't I ever look at that first? That is one of the largest fish we've caught today. 42.8 ilms. Isn't that lovely? And they're water type. They're like water, if that was possible. They're the wateriest fish that we've got so far. If we weren't giving things water by default, just because they're fish, this might have been our only water type. You know what I mean? Like, this is a water-themed fish. Alright. So, we need to head... Do I have it on my log, actually? Up here. To the lower Black Tea Brook. I cannot get on my horse, I mean shark, because we're inside a city. Despite how green and luscious and verdant and open the place is, technically this is a city, so you cannot ride a mount. That's just a thing. I mean, probably for the best, considering how packed the cities get. I'm always kind of amazed at how, like, active the cities are. Is this the Jeanette Flightstead? What the heck happened there? This is Black Tea Brook. Okay, cool. We're already here. Nice. After this, I might do wrap up. Honestly, I might do wrap up after this, because I think it'll take a little bit of time. And because, I kind of want to go over statistics. I want to see what are our biggest catches. I want to see what our smallest catches were. The moat carp. I don't know if I've ever caught a moat carp. That sounds unfamiliar to me. I probably have, but it sounds unfamiliar to me regardless.
Moat carp. Historic records state that these carp were originally introduced to the Jeanette flood to serve as food in the event of a siege. Legend has that a man in a faraway kingdom once caught 10,000 in a single sitting.
That has nothing to do... Okay, sure. Whatever. Fine. I don't see the relevance of that last statement, but sure. Why not? Alright, this fish is a decent shape. I like the shape of this fish. Let's get a smaller brush. This fish is a good shape to it. Alright. 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 Yeah. How do I... How... Nice looking tail. I like the tail of this fish. We're gonna call that good, because I feel like it. I think there might be a fin here that looks like this, maybe. There's definitely a fin down here that looks like this. There might be a fin back here. Stop it. Okay, thank you, Darcy. And then there's like a bump here and another bump here. And that's the fish's basic shape. Any other fins I'm not seeing in the print? I don't think so. It's got kind of just like an eye. What? The moat carp. No, I don't have anything interesting to say about that. All right. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, were you trying to make sense? Is that... Were you trying to make sense this whole time? I didn't realize that. That didn't come across. Fair point. Okay, I'm not going to give this a silly face. I'm just going to draw this as a... yeah. Yep, that's the moat carp. We did it. Nailed it. Got it in one. Alright. They are kind of a yellowy pinky, I guess. So like orange? I'd call them orange. Maybe? Maybe. What's the tail look like? The tail's actually kind of gray, interestingly. Huh. I don't think that this is actually what this fish looks like. Yeah, they're kind of yellow, actually. Yeah, they're kind of yellow. Let's get some yellow in here. Which I can probably just do this, can't I? Yeah, that works. Don't like that yellow, though. That yellow is bad. Okay. Alright. Alright, sure. Yeah. Still weird, their tail's actually like a gray. So, we'll do that, I guess. I don't know exactly how it transitions, but I'm gonna just do a wavy line and call it good. It is like gray, though. It's not like a dark gray. It's like a... That is weird. Yeah, it's like a silver. It's just like suddenly silver at the end of that fish. That is bizarre. Why is it like that? It's very very abrupt. Huh. Okay. Yeah, alright, sure. Yeah, it just is. Wild. Actually, it kind of looks like this, weirdly. Maybe it's less abrupt than I thought. You know what? Artistic liberty is something I'm allowed to use, and I'm gonna. So, deal with it. Cool. I'm using the wrong setting on my brush. I don't need to explain it. It's not important. It just happens to be the case. If I like time lapse these fish, it's gonna look really weird because you're gonna see all the like really fast idling stance. It's like wobble, 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 wobble. It'll be good. We get some good stuff right there. I think that's right. I think that's right. A little bit under the eye. Maybe. I don't know. Sure. Alright. Moat carp. Probably the final fish of the evening. Because so far, I've not been very fast on my draws. So, So probably the last one. It is already 10 to the hour. So I don't see anything else working. Another fish happening seems unlikely. So I do think that whatever's going on down here looks a bit weird. Like, this fish looks really flat. I need to figure out how to make fish look less flat. That's what I've decided. How does this look on stream, actually? You can see right through the eye. I need to fill that in. Beautiful. Yeah. How do you do that? Like, something like this? A little bit of like up and then down. B-rates in chat. Kathy says, this entire thing has been incredible. Well, thank you so much for saying. I really appreciate everyone coming out to it. I'm going to do a proper debrief once I've done this fish, because we do still have 10 minutes until the hour. But if anybody has any names for this fine fish friend, I'm sure they'd appreciate having a name given by someone other than me. I don't think this should be here. Honestly, we should use the white layer for that. And, yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then lastly, throw in just a little bit of sheen and shine down here, under here. Mocha says, seconded. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad people enjoyed it. I don't know. I definitely have that, like, sense in my brain that won't go away. It's not like imposter syndrome. It's just like everyone's being very nice to me. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not that you're not being nice to me. It's just that I should probably convince myself that you know, enjoyed this and it was a good thing. Like, it's this weird idea I had, and I hope people enjoyed my weird idea instead of, you know, humoring my weird idea. Like, I hope people would want to see more of this. And, you know, if you do, and you haven't followed, please consider following. If you really do, you could follow my links in my About section and go follow my YouTube or my Twitter to make sure you either catch updates that I'm going live or catch the edited VODs. A lot of times they're uncut VODs, honestly. Usually they're uncut, but sometimes I edit them. I plan on turning this into like an edited VOD eventually. It'll take time. It will not be really an edited VOD. It'll be like a video in which this was footage. But we shall see. This fish looks really, really bland. I guess it's supposed to, though. It is like basic carp that was introduced just so people could eat it. So, I guess that's fine. B says this was super fun. Real Industrious says this was a good, weird idea. B says, yeah, you gotta do the whole thing. Yes, I will do the whole thing. I'm glad. I'm glad people want to see the rest of this. I mean, the fact that people are still here, you know, 10 hours later, does fill me with encouragement that this is more than humoring, right? If you were humoring me, you would put it on and then walk away. You know, you wouldn't still be here in chat. You wouldn't still be hanging out. And those of you who did put it on and are not in chat, that is not a slight against you. That is not any... You don't have to be talking. But, you know. What's this called? A moat carp? Moat carp. I hope people want to see more of this. And as much as I don't know if I'm going to do another 12-hour stream, I will be continuing this sometime. Do I want to do it as, like, my normal streams for the rest of the week? Maybe. I don't really have anything planned for my Monday and Tuesday streams. I normally stream Monday and Tuesday, but they're not planned streams. They're kind of whatever I feel like. So maybe I'll just continue it then. It won't be 12-hour. It'll be 1 hour. But, yeah. Did I save this already? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Kathy says, really liked this. Real Industrious says, totally fair if it's not another 12-hour stream. That is a lot. It is. You know, I'm really glad I wasn't like, I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream. Yeah, like, no, I would not have been, no. I'm glad I did a 12-hour stream. There was something really satisfying and fun and, like, I don't know, like, it felt like an event. This was not just another stream I did one day, you know, whatever. I do streams all the time. Like, no, this was... I hope that it felt like something special to everyone else as well. We need a name for this moat crab. Moat carp. It's not a crab. Moat carp. How dare you? Wait, no, moat carp is correct. Moat crab, how dare you? Whatever. How big is this carp? I forgot immediately. I saw the length when I first caught it, and then I forgot. It's 12.5 ilms. A nice foot-long carp. Very good. I'm gonna do the same rotato counterclockwise. And they'll hang out next to this other fish. And before I'm ready to call it good, we have to mark down. We caught a moat carp. It was 12.5 ilms. It's pure water type. And its name. What names do we have in chat? Chaos Composer says, yeah, it's been really cool. Thank you everyone for, like, honestly, like, it's so cool to see people in chat responding and resonating with what's happening. Like, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you all. But if nobody names this carp, I'm gonna name them something like Chum. I don't know. That was... Oh, it's 1 minute to 10. I've got to do this. Their name is Chum. Oops, that's their name now. And here we are. Finale. What a beautiful name that would have been. So in our last minute, thank you everyone. I know I've said this, I'm repeating myself at this point, but Mogus Plus, you should rank these on top 5 you'd want to eat. I mean, I said it before, I do want to do this, like, what are the 6 that make up your Pokemon team if these were Pokemon, right? But now, maybe not the time for that. We'll have to do that once we're actually done. Once we've actually done all of A Realm Reborn. This was only the beginning. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out.